I'm very happy to meet you all here in Milano, where Leonardo da Vinci was born, near here maybe. I'm not sure. He's the best designer in my book. I wish that he can come back, but maybe we can be one. Who knows? We are talking about design for life, and I was thinking that I am designing for life, and there are many who are designing for life. Yes, we are all here to create better world by design. I am starting today the world campaign with you, Goodbye Paper Cups. So if any of you might be interested, join me to become a member for Goodbye Paper Cups campaign. I mean, if you do it and tweet it today, I might give you, after my speech, some of the samples that I have. I don't want to carry home, it's kind of heavy. So make sure hashtag Goodbye Paper Cups and follow me on tweet is Young, YOUNGSEKIM, and let me know that you tweet of the hashtag. Then come to me, I'll give you, we have some, leftover samples. Now, this is some images that you have already seen, so I'll go pretty quickly. I was lucky enough to get some projects from my country, where I was born from, Korea, for this last Winter Olympic. As you can see, the other side is the Olympic of 1988, Summer Olympic in Seoul. This one is what I designed for 2018, Winter Olympic of Korea at Pyeongchang. So I think number 30 is very important. During the last 30 years, the whole world transformed, as you can all see. And that's very important numbers for me, 30 years. And I founded INNODESIGN in California, Silicon Valley, about 30 years ago. So 30 years is my life of design so far. This came from Greek all the way to Pyeongchang, Korea. Of course, we worked this concept design with CATIA, 3D systems that from Dassault Systèmes. And this is the very interesting view of that night for the opening night of the Pyeongchang Olympic. These guys took the torch, run upstairs on the top of the stadium, and they reached to the cauldron that I designed. So I was lucky to design both torch and the tower. So this is a sketch that I did when I first began. It was about a year and a half ago, 2016, 12. But then I worked on about 1 year to develop. And this is actually huge tower. It's about 30 meters long, tall. So it's much bigger than what you see from TV on the opening night, maybe. This is a very world-famous figure skater, Youngse Kim, and she did a performance in front of my designed cauldron on the Olympic Stadium. Very memorable moment. So this again was done through 3D systems. But the most recent projects is what I want to talk about today, actually. And the message of a Goodbye Paper Cups campaign is what I want to talk about a little bit. Because design for life or sustainable design is a topic for this conference this year. So I thought bringing up one of the most recent design of ours would be pretty appropriated. So by design, we can make a big change. By design, we can change the culture of drinking coffee, not coffee machine. I was listening to this young gentleman's speech, and I was thinking like maybe he will soon start talking about not designing wash machine, but designing washing, maybe. So once you say XYZ machine, it's like an industrial age. But now everything changed. How about if you design the clothes that you don't need wash? I'm just joking. Well, he doesn't look too happy. But I can't help but we've been thinking driving machine, which is automobile. Washing machine, this is for wash. Coffee machine is for drinking coffee. But why don't you change real quick, like get rid of machine and use the word of either coffee drinking or moving from A to Z, A location to B, or washing, or living, or well-being. You know, so the point that I'm trying to get at is that with the change recently that was made by huge digital transformation is that we no longer have to work to build another one of those that we had built in last hundreds of years. So that's a huge change. That's really amazing momentum for all designers. So for example, there were some people who designed a hotel, as you may have heard, from Silicon Valley. Those two guys, young graduate out of Rhode Island School of Design, decided to design hotel. But he didn't want to build building, but he decided to build the place where people will stay away from home. And at the same time, he built a business model that people who owns the home, where they're going to empty the home for a while, they are able to let other people come and use it and make money. And then the result, as you can see, after 10 years from young company, startup, now that's the biggest hotel in the world. Actually, most recently, the market cap of Airbnb is bigger than Intercontinental Hotel Group, which is about 80 years old. So that's the change. That's the kind of opportunity for design world, that we all can change the living, we can change moving, and so on and so forth. We are doing something very interesting because it's not just a coffee-making device anymore. It is a breakthrough of coffee drinking culture, where you don't have to go to the coffee shop, pay $5 for black water, and then drink it, and on your way out, throw away one paper cup at a time. And I did waste about 1,000 per year, paper cups. Maybe some of you might have done something similar, although in Italy, it's not naturally really the kind of the culture. But in USA or in Korea, there's lots of people who go in and out of cafe and spend money and then throw away paper cup each and every time. So we came up with an idea where we have one little thing that you can make coffee and drink right out of. So you don't need paper cups anymore. Not only that, we built the business model where we can have all the global different suppliers of coffee to join us to create a cloud business model where under the same brand of Sablier, which happens to be French word, I never knew the word of French, word, Sablier, but I wanted to name the design product kind of hourglass. And I looked for dictionary and learned that, wow, that's a Sablier. So we made the registration of the trademark, and now that's our brand. So Sablier business model not only makes and sells this tumbler that is happen to be a coffee maker also, it makes other business to join us to supply coffee everywhere, anywhere. It can be a business model to connect. So we call this a cloud business model, which is a kind of new concept. And there's all the details that I'm trying to show, but with a limited time, that is only 2 minutes here, I'm going to go real quick about this product business model. It's a business cloud that I'm trying very, very almost like a very new business model. It's like a SNS in business. Okay, it's like it's not social networks service for the fun. Is to make business, also make the better world by design. Actually, so this is a system, but I want to end up with by showing one other new language. If you're not familiar with what it says here, that's because I made up this language. Big design is what I made up as to compare with the small design that we have been doing for a long time. So big design, by that I mean, is making value out of big data. Okay, we all know how critically important all big data is for everyone. For business of design, though, we use big data to create a big deal value by big design. The process I call big design. So our role is different. Big design is to know what to design, not how to design anymore. How to design is small design, and big design is what to design. So role of designers in the age of big design has changed from stylist to visionary, to integrator, to initiator, for somebody who invents and creates something never existing. So this is a business model that I'm offering. You with a blood of design in the center, and you have lots of other dots that you can imagine. They simply connect, and then you create a new business model. So to me, design is dreaming. Design is imagining, and then creating. And after creation of a design, then design is also sharing. Thank you.